So both Democrats and Republicans are coming closer to an agreement on a stimulus. A group of bipartisan senators, including Republican Mitt Romney and Democrat Joe Manchin, announced a $908 billion stimulus proposal. In this video, I'm going to highlight what's in it. My name is Josh, and I make videos on ways that you can save, make money, and all things related to your finances. So if you care about your money, go ahead and click that red subscribe button until it turns gray, and that way you don't miss anything. And today I'm talking all things related to stimulus. So for a few months now, Republicans and Democrats have disagreed on the size of the next stimulus package. Numbers range everywhere from a price tag as low as $500 billion. The House passed a $2.2 trillion stimulus package back in October, and the White House countered that with a $1.8 trillion proposal. And at the time, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi rejected the $1.8 trillion offer, arguing that it did not do enough on provisions such as testing, contact tracing, and funding for childcare. Surprisingly, Nancy Pelosi is now open to a smaller $908 billion package, saying that that money now should be used for a basis for negotiations moving forward, despite having argued firmly for a multi-trillion-dollar package for months now. And here's what we know the $908 billion includes. It includes $160 billion for state, local, and tribal governments, $180 billion for additional unemployment insurance, $288 billion for the Paycheck Protection Program, also known as the PPP, and this will also include restaurants, $12 billion for community lender support, $45 billion for the transportation industry. That's also including the airline companies, airports, buses, transit, and also the Amtrak train system. $16 billion for vaccine development and distribution and testing and contact tracing as well. $35 billion for healthcare provider relief fund, $82 billion for educational funding, $4 billion to go for student loan deferment, $25 billion for housing assistance for those that are renting properties, $26 billion for nutrition, $10 billion for the U.S. Postal Service, $10 billion to go towards childcare, and $10 billion dedicated to broadband funding. However, if you notice that this package do not include another round of stimulus checks, however, a December stimulus package does not completely rule out another round of checks in 2021. Nancy Pelosi is essentially settling because they will need funding on a vaccine distribution, and people will actually have to get paid to give the vaccine. And that's handled by the state and local governments, and they will need that money now. The vaccine is why Pelosi said that she dropped out of the negotiations to just go and take the offer that was on the table. Republicans and Democrats are now working on language, verbiage, and also the details of this stimulus proposal, and hopefully a bill will be presented at the beginning of next week. We're talking about the second week in December here. And when McConnell and Pelosi come back together to negotiate those details, then we should have a better idea if this will be happening or not. Pelosi said they will not leave for another recess until they pass a relief bill. But of course, we heard that before. So there is the potential to strike a deal in the upcoming days, and you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you subscribe and to get the latest information on this developing story. Check out more videos right over there on your screen regarding stimulus and your money, and I will see you in the next video.